Let us all join together in reverence and gratitude, invoking blessings from the Almighty to guide us on our educational journey. Quite a milestone for all our new students who have joined. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to take this opportunity to felicitate our chief guest, Professor Dr. Abhay Karandikar, who is the Secretary to the Government of India, Department of Science and Technology, Ministry of Science and Technology, New Delhi. I would like to take this opportunity to request Honorable Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karadji to kindly felicitate our chief guest, Honorable Professor Abhay Karandikarji.
Thank you very much. Dear students, now we would like to invite Honorable Professor Dr. Mangesh Karat sir, who is our Executive President and Pro-Chancellor at MIT ADT University. He is a distinguished academician, visionary educationist, and a dynamic institution builder, and with strong commitment to blending Indian values with global standards. So we are highly honored to have you here, sir, and we would like to hear your special address on this occasion.
Yeah. Good morning to one and all. Respected the chief guest of the today's program, Honorable Abhay Karandikarji. He is the Secretary of the DST, Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, former Director of the IITs, and, very astute academician. Sir, we welcome you. I am also delighted to welcome our own founder, Dr. Vishwanath Karat, sir. He is an academician par excellence. He has founded MIT 40 years back. He was a teacher at a government college, and his passion for education is really, unbeatable. Still at the age of 85, he thinks of education. He thinks of setting up the institution, universities, hospitals. So with that vision, I think he has dedicated his own life for the mission of higher education. Sir, we are blessed by your presence today. I still remember, sir, when I was a student of MIT from 1983, sir is, delivering the induction addresses from, now this is the 43rd year of his, giving the address. All the 43 inductions programs at MIT campus are delivered by him. And, this is the 10th induction address at MIT ADT University. Sir, your energy is boundless. Your aspirations and your passion is really, we bow to you. I am also delighted to welcome all the deans of the different schools of the MIT, Pro-VC, VCs, and all the other dignitaries of the dais, my dear student friends, and the parents and all the staff members. Really today I'm very happy. Every year, this year gives a different joy because this year, this day, we are inducting the new batch of more than 5,000 students to the, to the campus of the MIT ADT University. I know 5,000 of you and your parents, the mother and the father of each of you, maybe around 10,000 you people have come with the great aspiration, with the great hope in this university, and you are really looking for to, to mold your career, to become, successful professional, successful entrepreneur, designer, engineer, fine artist, manager, and whatnot. I can understand your feelings. We all know your aspirations. And I think MIT ADT University is really committed to fulfill your aspirations in coming 4 years. And that is the mission of the MIT group right from beginning. We are fulfilling the aspirations of the, young society, young generation. And, throughout last 40 years, our alumni base is now more than 1 lakh people. Our engineers, our managers are working throughout the globe. And they say very high about MIT brand. So that, really gives the contentment and the happiness to us. And on that note, I'm very happy to receive all of you in this family of MIT. I think when I say we will fulfill your aspirations, because the foundation of this MIT ADT University is linked up with the aspirations of the country. I will not go into that detail, but I will only say our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has given the aspiration of the Vikasit Bharat by 2047. By 2047, India should become the developed country and not the developing country. We should change our designation from the developing country to the developed country. And for that thing, the target set is of a $40 trillion. As on today, our economy is hardly $3 trillion. So the target is very high, but I'm confident the way India is developing, the way our country's leadership, all the bureaucrats like Abhay Karandikar ji, all the leaders, everyone is really pushing very high to develop India to the developed nation. So $40 trillion is not that big amount or is not that big target. But friends, how are we going to do that? And I think in this achieving of this target, the major role comes of the universities. And universities means the faculty and the students of the university. So who are graduating from the university, we all have to work together to make this dream very true dream, to make the country very, the developed country. The people should take name of the MIT, the name of the country with a great pride. And I think for that purpose, we have to work. India is known till today for the service sector. We are very good workers. We develop so many. We are working for so many multinational companies in India and outside India. All the engineers are working. So that is very good. But we are not recognized as on today for the innovation and for the entrepreneurship. So that is a challenge. And I think to make it, to develop the economy to the 40 trillion, we have to develop our own products, our own innovations that we can sell throughout the globe. So this is the requirement, and where MIT ADT University has taken the pledge to contribute for the development of the economy of the country. And keeping that thing in the mind, every system is developed here. The vision of the university is to develop, promote the technology-led innovation, led entrepreneurship is the vision of the university. And with that vision, I think entire schools, maybe our design school, School of Computing, all the schools, bioengineering, everyone is working in that direction. All the programs are very innovative programs. You may be admitted in the management program, all the programs. Now, it is not only management, it is a techno-managerial programs. If you go to computer engineering, the computer engineering students, they should be able to design-enabled engineers. If you go to the design school, they should be the technology-enabled designers. So everywhere, plus addition, the multidisciplinary approach is taken by this university. Separate dean is appointed by this university for this collaborative effort, innovation, for the new development. So with this vision, I think this university is working. The entire ecosystem of the university is working to make it happen. Right from the syllabus, designing, project-based learning is an integral component part of the School of Engineering, technology, design. Every semester, you people have to, you have to solve the real life, the problem of the industry, the society problem. And with that help, I think problem-based learning, so that is another aspect. We have created, pre-incubation lab. the Kriya Lab, Center for Research and Innovation for young aspirants. So this is a new feature of the university where your ideas, if you have idea to develop some product, if you come up with any idea, you can go to this center, you can share your idea with your teachers, with the innovation officer of the Kriya, and your idea will be given the support to develop the product. So this is a very important part of the university. Once your idea is complete, is feasible, then you can go to the Atal Incubation Center where your startup can happen. So all the ecosystem, innovation council is there, 500 programs are conducted every year to sensitize your mind, number of entrepreneurs, number of innovators, they come to the university, they enlighten your mind, they inspire you, they motivate you, by which you will feel, I have to do something, I have to take up the challenge. So with that, with that effort, we have created the separate post for the research, pro-VC research. Dr. Mohit Dubeji is there. And our university has plans. I was telling, Abhay Karandikar ji, I showed him the small Kriya now in our campus, how the total innovation ecosystem we are working here. Final object is to develop the economy of the country, to make you successful. We have to be in line with the nation, with our national agenda. And with that hope, I think we are really trying to develop. Friends, my only request is that now you are the part of MIT ADT University, you are the student of MIT ADT University. You cannot be the spectator. You have to take part. You have to involve yourself in each and every activity. Be it a program of the School of Holistic Development. I know a number of you people have come from the rural background. You do not know how to develop the persona, how to be more, very, gentle person, the person with the manners and etiquettes in this, developed world. All these aspects, your English will be improved. The Cambridge University examination is a compulsory part of every student. 5,000 students of this university, they have to undergo the, Cambridge University examination. And you will get the certificate of the Cambridge University for your English fluency. And I'm happy to say that last, 3 years, School of Holistic Development Department is taking really good efforts to develop your communication language, global language. And I'm happy to say that more than 70% of the students, they are getting the grades which are equivalent to you are, employable at a foreign. So that good grade you are getting. So all the efforts, all the faculty of the holistic development, people are taking. So that is the purpose. Holistic development is about, if you want to do certain course in the creativity section, performing art or the fine art, if you want to, develop like some product like Facebook, I think you should be able to blend the technology and art. Or if you want to really create the good picture, you should have the blend of the art and the technology and the good, literature. So this is the need of the hour. We should have the creativity is linked together with the art and technology, with the design and art. So this is the requirement of the today's world. And whole platform is given to all the students. In second year, you can choose one of the subject from the creative art. 14 options are given so that your creativity option will go up, your innovation quotient will go up. So this is the basic idea to develop your personality holistically, not only technologically. Now, because of the NEP implementation, as I said, we have appointed one separate dean for the implementation of the new education policy. In 2020, government has announced the new education policy. Dr. Shetty is appointed as a dean for the NEP, multidisciplinary education. I think this will really, now food technology student can learn some courses, minor credits from the design college. Design college student can learn some courses from the management. So I think everyone need some of the other skill to be very successful in the today's world. So this is the basic vision of the MIT ADT University, to boost your creativity, to boost your innovation, to support your ideas, to do the hand-holding for your ideas, to give you the funds, whatever funds are required. To promote the research, we have funded more than 35 seats per year. And I'm very happy to say that this year, more than 37 students have taken admission for full-time PhD, for whom we are going to give them the stipend of 37,000 rupees. So all the aspects. So at any time in the MIT ADT University, minimum 100 scholars will be there who will be doing the research in different domains, computer, food technology, bioengineering. So with that idea, so we call it as a new generation university, which is going to promote all the research, innovation, all the entrepreneurship. And this is the need of the hour. All the economies are driving with the innovation. Facebook, the company was launched in 2000. Now their turnover is more than $100 billion. $100 billion, $1 billion is equal to 8,500 crore rupees. You can imagine in the span of 25 years, because of the innovation, because of the combination of the art and technology, the company could develop to that scale. Initially, in old days, to develop this company to that scale or a particular company to the 100 billion bracket was not possible. We have recently seen one example of the Tesla company. The Tesla company, car company, has opened up their showroom in Mumbai. What is a Tesla company? Tesla company is the application of the AI, autonomous vehicle, how artificial intelligence, can create some vehicle, how it can atomize. Automobile is one example. The Elon Musk is not rich man, is not, has not become the rich man of the world because he has used innovation. He has applied the artificial intelligence for the automation of the vehicle, and that company has become really very high-valued company, and now it has come to India. So I think you people can understand how much is the scope in innovation in the era of the artificial intelligence. I think tomorrow, every automation in our university HR department, recruitment of people can be done with automation, finance of the entire university without any human intervention. I think every process will be done. Checking of the exam papers can be done by the automation without human intervention, without the faculty requirement. Everything will be done by that automation. So there is an ample scope for the automation, but you have to use the technology. You may be from the food technology, you may be from the management. You should be able to apply the new technologies, emerging technologies like artificial intelligence with the agentic AI. How to how to make the system autonomous. So that is a great challenge. So my friends, innovation is not the buzzword. It has become the reality of the today's world. And any 4 students or any 4 youth can come together, and with the 4 computers, they can take up one challenge of one problem of the industry, how to atomize. And if they work on it, I think they can become, the good entrepreneurs. They can give the service. Your idea has to be there. You should know the technology, and you should be able to work with the collaboration. So that is the need of the hour. So the number of the startups are, going very high. So this is I will not talk, I can talk much and much, but this is the need of the hour. You people can do this. No, only IITs. Our Karandikar ji is from IITs. But I think now every college has that talent and potential who can develop the innovation and the startup. The funds are available. The government of India has announced so much funds. I was talking to the Karandikar Saab. I was telling him we want to create the research park or the innovation park, which will solve the problem of the small-scale industry from pharmaceutical, from manufacturing nearby, and can give the solutions to them with the use of the artificial intelligence, with the use of the cloud engineering. So this is the need, I think, and the potential is very high. If we all, dedicate ourselves to the problem solving, to this wave of the artificial intelligence, I think everyone can create a lot of wealth for their family, a lot of wealth for the country. So this is the vision of the university, and with this vision, I think every department is created, every function. We have created the process by which everyone will interact with each other and will give the result. So I think, friend, other details will be given by our different sessions of the incubation, this induction program, Vidyarambh. I'm very happy to share And I hope you will equally, action is equal to reaction. You will, when we expect some action, I think you will give the reaction and that will give the result. So with this hope, once again, I compliment you for taking admission to the MIT ADT University. We will certainly fulfill your aspiration to become very good persona, to become very good entrepreneur, innovator, leader, whatever you are dreaming of. And with this note, I conclude my small welcome speech on this day of the Vidyarambh 25. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. A huge, huge round of applause. Thank you, sir, for your warm, insightful, and informative address, and it was indeed honor to listen to you. Dear students, we are indeed very privileged to have with us Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Dr. Abhay Karandikar, and we will be honored to listen to the words of wisdom from sir. But before we do that, may I request the technical team to play an introductory AV on sir.
Professor Dr. Abhay Karandikar, born on 15 June 1965 in Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh, has built a formidable career at the intersection of academia, innovation, and national technology policy. After earning his B.Tech in electronics engineering from Jivaji University, he secured both his M.Tech and Ph.D. in electrical engineering from IIT Kanpur. He began his academic journey at IIT Bombay in 1997 and later served in key leadership roles, including head of the Electrical Engineering Department, Dean of Faculty Affairs, and chair of the IIT Bombay Research Park. Professor Karandikar co-founded the Telecom Standards Development Society of India, serving as its first vice chairman 2014 to 2016 and then the chairman 2016 to 2018. For his contributions to standards and policy, he was honored with the IEEE Standards Medallion in 2016. On October 3, 2023, he took charge as the Secretary to the Government of India Department of Science and Technology, where he leads national scientific initiatives and technology policy. His pioneering research includes the Gram Marg Rural Broadband Project, India's first TV-wide space testbed, and the development of Frugal 5G, aimed at affordable connectivity in undeserved regions. His group has contributed to multiple IEEE and ITU standards for next-generation networks. Professor Karandikar holds over a dozen US patents and many others in India and has received numerous national and international awards, including from Mozilla and ASME for connecting the unconnected. A visionary academy, researcher, and policymaker, Mr. Abhay Karandikar, we are indeed honored to have such a distinguished guest with us today.
Thank you. With your huge, huge round of applause, may I request Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Dr. Abhay Karandikar, to address the students.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Honorable Chancellor, Professor Vishwanath Kararji, Executive President and Pro-Chancellor, Professor Mangesh Kararji, Vice Chancellor, Professor Rajesh, Pro-Vice Chancellors, Dr. Ramchandra Pujari and Dr. Mohit Dubey, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty members, deans, heads of departments, dear students, invited dignitaries, proud parents, and most importantly, the entering class of 25-26. It is truly an honor and a privilege to be with you at this very proud moment of your journey, that is the 10th Vidyarambh, a celebration of new beginnings, new ideas, and new possibilities. Today marks the start of your journey into higher education, into the world of science, technology, design, arts, creativity, and a purpose-driven innovation. I thank the MIT Art, Design and Technology University for inviting me to share this day with you. To all the young students who are seated here, let me begin by congratulating all of you, heartiest congratulations. You have arrived at an institution that embodies the spirit of creative convergence, of design with data, of technology with tradition, and of innovation with inclusion. In the years ahead, you will be challenged to grow not only in your knowledge and skills, but in your sense of responsibility to this society, to your family, your nation, your capacity for empathy, and your courage to lead in times of uncertainty in this world. As you begin this journey, let us reflect on the world you are inheriting and the role you must play in increasingly critical times in shaping the country. India today is not only one of the world's largest democracy, it is one of the world's most dynamic knowledge and innovation economies. We are living in a time where education is no longer confined to universities, colleges, or laboratories, but they are the very engines of the national progress. The idea of a development-led economy is anchored in this belief that the innovation, research, technology, they must be harnessed to address the real challenges of our society, whether they are in climate change, whether they are in healthcare, agriculture, energy, infrastructure, or sustainability. As you know that the Maharashtra Academy of Engineering, Education and Research was founded under the visionary leadership of Professor Vishwanath Karad. Over the past 4 decades, this vibrant institution has grown into a formidable force in education. Today, with more than 10 campuses spread across the length and breadth of the country, several thousand students, the group stands as a beacon of educational commitment and progress. And I would like to congratulate Professor Karad and his vision for this. Now, our country's vision of becoming a developed economy, a Vikasit Bharat, is not just about achieving statistical benchmarks. It is about inclusive, sustainable, and innovation-driven growth that uplifts every section of the society. The government's flagship initiatives like Startup India, Make in India, and Digital India are now shaping a new innovation ecosystem where knowledge creates the value and technology empowers the lives. These programs are laying the foundation for an innovation-led economy where young minds like yours will not only find the jobs, but will be asked to create those jobs, where research will not only generate the papers, but will actually solve the problems of our society. Your contribution as students will be vital to this process. Whether after graduation, you become engineer, designer, entrepreneurs, educators, administrators, businessmen, policymakers, or scientists, the knowledge you gain here must translate into action. Action that improves the quality of life, creates employment, enhances productivity, and sustains our planet. This is the essence of the development-led growth. Equally important is the role of women in this transformation. Today, we must recognize that women-led development is not just an aspiration, it is a living reality that is shaping the future of science and technology in India. The participation of women in STEM fields is steadily increasing, and this momentum must be supported with all our strength. Our Department of Science and Technology's initiatives like the Women's Science Program or the Gati, that is the Gender Advancement for Transforming Institutions, are helping to dismantle the structural barriers and are enabling the women to excel as researchers, innovators, and scientists. As we move forward, it is critical that institutions, industries, and government policies create environments where women can thrive in scientific careers, in educational careers, take risks, and drive innovation. To all the young women in this audience, I urge you to embrace every challenge and opportunity ahead with confidence. Your ideas, your leadership, and your vision are not just welcome, they are indeed essential. I urge the faculty members and the teachers of this university to continuously link the classroom teaching to the real world challenges. Show your students how the concepts they are learning in the classes are directly applicable to the problems our society is facing, whether it is in the climate change, whether it is in the environment pollution or energy security, digital security, and so on. Through experiential learning, our students must feel empowered to contribute to the solutions. The classrooms must become the starting point of nation building. And in this context, therefore, the role of faculty members and teachers become extremely important. Our country's progress is now recognized globally. As you know that we are at the forefront of the space economy and space technology, as evidenced by the success of the Chandrayaan-3 and the groundbreaking Aditya L1 mission. We are investing in frontier research areas, whether it is the quantum science, whether it is artificial intelligence, whether it is energy transition, or whether it is biotechnology and biomanufacturing. The National Quantum Mission, the India AI mission, the India Semiconductor missions are just few examples of how we are positioning ourselves as global leaders in high-impact science and technology. However, science alone does not change our lives. It is when science meets the innovation, when innovation meets the society and the culture, that transformation happens. And that is why the government is committed to building a robust innovation ecosystem that supports the full journey from ideas to impact. From the Atal Innovation Mission to the Department of Science and Technology's Nidhi program, from research parks to innovation hubs, and from seed funds to accelerator programs, there is a strong push to ensure that our youth have the platform, mentorships, and funding that they need to innovate, experiment, and scale. India today has more than 170,000 startups, and an increasing number of them are now in the technology and the deep tech domains, like space, health tech, clean energy, agri-tech, and robotics. The convergence of science with entrepreneurship is creating new opportunities, not just for wealth creation, but also for the creation of public values. Young entrepreneurs who understand both the technical foundations and the societal applications are very uniquely positioned to solve the real world problems. Whether it is using drones or whether it is using AI for medical diagnostics or biotechnology, the possibilities are endless. As students, you stand today at the intersection of knowledge and opportunity. You have the great potential to be the innovators who not only drive the economic growth, but are also can have a potential of bringing hope to millions of our citizens. The today's momentum aligns with our national vision of Vikasit Bharat. As India prepares to complete 100 years of independence in 2047, our aspiration is not just to be economically strong, but socially just, technologically confident, and environmentally responsible. Vikasit Bharat is about becoming a nation where every citizen, regardless of background, has access to opportunity, dignity, and well-being. And achieving this requires more than policy. It requires the collaboration and cooperation of all of you, the strength of innovations, and the spirit of young minds like you. Let us remember that real transformation is not built on just the classroom teaching or theory alone. It requires translational research that moves from the lab and from the universities to the actual land, and from the hypothesis to the human impact. The true value of research not just lies in citations, but in the changes it brings to the people's lives. Some of the transformative innovation in recent years have not come from expensive labs, but from bold thinking backed by an intent. As you know that the universal payment interface, today UPI or the digital transactions has revolutionized the digital payment, and India has become one of the largest digital payment transaction country. DigiLocker has reimagined the document access, and the Ayushman Bharat digital mission is enabling the health records for the millions. And these are not just merely applications, but they are solutions built on bold innovative thinking and technological evolutions with a clear focus on the societal need. And that is what we mean, that education in the service of the nation. This is not just a slogan, it is a commitment. It is a framework that every graduate, as a step towards a more equitable and empowered society. It is our belief that the education that you will get in the universities is not a private privilege, but a public responsibility. Whether it is ensuring, the problems of climate change, or whether conserving water or improving the digital access, the collective talent of all of us must serve the larger national good. India is doing unprecedented investment, as I already told. In a historic step, the Government of India recently approved a 1 lakh crore Research, Development and Innovation Fund as well. This fund is not just about numbers, but it is about creating ecosystem in the private sectors and provide growth capital to emerging technologies and accelerate research in sectors that are critical for the India's strategic futures. To all the parents of the students, I should say that your involvement does not end just with admissions. Please continue to monitor and engage with your wards. Support them as you have supported all, through to bringing up here. Encourage them. The world your children inherit is changing rapidly with unique opportunities, but also the risk of distraction and unhealthy habits. Your children are in a nurturing, dynamic, and a future-ready ecosystem. Let them explore, let them fail, and let them grow. To all the students again, I should say that your journey begins today. Make it count, dream boldly, work patiently and confidently, collaborate generously, and serve humbly to the society. India needs not just your intellect, but your intent and integrity. Together, the faculty, the administrators, families must ensure that all of you remain focused, resilient, and healthy in mind and body. As Swami Vivekananda has once said, we want that education by which character is formed, strength of mind is increased, the intellect is expanded, and by which one can stand on one's own feet. This is the kind of education that the MIT ADT University seeks to provide, and that is the kind of citizen we must all aspire to become. I would once again like to congratulate all of you. I would also like to thank the MIT ADT University for this opportunity to be with you on this very important milestone day. May your Vidyarambh be the beginning of not just achieving a degree, but a discovery of knowledge with purpose, of self, and of the role you will play in building a stronger, smarter, and more compassionate, strong India. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Check. Thank you very much, sir. Can we please have a huge round of applause and a standing ovation for our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Abhay Karandikar, sir. Thank you very much, sir. It was a privilege to witness your address, and thank you for your visionary guidance and exceptional thought leadership. And now, dear friends, it is my privilege to read the citation of honor on our Honorable Chief Guest. We, the members of governing body and the Board of Management of MIT Art Design and Technology University, Pune, take immense pride and honor in welcoming Dr. Abhay Karandikar as the chief guest of the 10th University Induction Program on 6th of August 2025. It is indeed our pleasure to honor a personality with exemplary leadership and pioneering achievements. Currently serving as the Secretary to the Government of India, Department of Science and Technology, Ministry of Science and Technology, Dr. Abhay Karandikar has played a pivotal role in steering national science and innovation policy since 3rd of October 2023, where he has been a distinguished faculty member since 1997. As a director of IIT Kanpur from 2018 to 2023, and through his several key roles at IIT Bombay, including Dean Faculty Affairs, Head of Department of Electrical Engineering, Head of the Computer Center, and the first professor in charge of IIT Bombay Research Park, Dr. Abhay Karandikar has been instrumental in shaping the landscape of higher technical education and research in India. Sir is also an internationally recognized expert in telecommunications and has led India's first contributions to global telecom standards through IEEE and ITUT. His charismatic vision in the approval of ITUT year 23-25 has sustained contributions to 3GPP, 5G advanced in domains such as satellite communications, energy-efficient networking, and broadcast broadband convergence. Dr. Abhay Karandikar's work stands as a testament to India's growing leadership in global technology standards and reflects his deep commitment to inclusive digital transformation, rural connectivity, and technological self-reliance. Dear friends, Sir is a paramount contribution to the field of technology development and promotion of science pursuit, inspire today's youth and make you a revered figure in India. It is therefore our pride and privilege to honor you as you are the most differential and distinguished personalities in the country today. It is with humble mark of respect towards your remarkable life journey and your contributions to our great nation, Bharat, that we take this honor to present this prestigious recognition as the chief guest of the 10th University Induction Day ceremony on 6th of August 2025 at MIT Art Design and Technology University, Pune, Bharat. Thank you very much, sir. And with this, I request our revered professor, Dr. Vishwanath Karaj, sir, to present the citation of honor as the chief guest of the 10th University Induction Day ceremony on our honorable chief guest, Dr. Abhay Karandikar, sir. Can we please have a huge round of applause on our honorable chief guest, Dr. Abhay Karandikar, sir.
Thank you very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I take great honor and privilege to request revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karaj, sir, to deliver his presidential address.
Friends, truly it fills my heart with a sense of pride and pleasure when I stand before you to express my feelings of joy and satisfaction when I had heard today's chief guest, Dr. Karandikar Sahab, and naturally, of course, congratulations to Mangesh and his team and the Vice Chancellor Rajesh, who had also expressed their feelings of a sense of commitment and trying to show the pathway of harmony and peace to mankind, आपके साक्षी से पता नहीं फ्रेंड्स, मैं हमेशा सोचते रहा कि मैं यहाँ कैसे पहुँच गया हूँ. How is the journey of life? Coming from a very small village, coming to Pune and many other places, and today having an occasion to speak to you people who have been here present for the very mission that you want to take up in your life. ये नियति का खेल है भाई सारा. This is the journey which we are not fully aware of. But when Mangesh Karad was speaking his mind, I think you have heard just word from him. ये मेरे बड़े भाई का बड़ा लड़का है मंगेश, लेकिन यहाँ पे माइस MIT जब शुरू हुई तो हमारे only 5 classrooms were there with us. It was the school of Shivaji Maratha School, and we were in the possession of only 5 classrooms, 20 by 18. And there were only 240 admissions. Maybe some of the teachers sitting here, maybe the students of this institution. And the very first step was taken that time. But I still remember when the admissions were to be effected, not because he is my brother's son, but on the basis of merit. There is one more person sitting, I'm seeing here, Mr. Zerade. Why I'm telling this brief story to you is, I'm trying to just request you and appeal to you people, the decency, decorum and dignity. There are 3 words which are respected world over. इतनी छोटी सी देहात से आकर अभी ये 5-6 यूनिवर्सिटीज बन गई. I am not the maker, but I don't know, with the tremendous passion and fire in the belly, ये जीवन की दिशा देखने का, आगे चलने का प्रयास हुआ. And when I am trying to advise you people, मैं आपको उपदेश नहीं कर रहा हूँ, अपील कर रहा हूँ. I am not trying to advise करना एक बात है. शायद इस भारत की बात जब चली और मेरे आज के चीफ गेस्ट, who is a learned scholar, thinker, philosopher, and a person who has committed his life also understanding the essence and philosophy and naturally trying to show that pathway. Let me make a statement to you, friends. When I said initially to you, I never wanted to be an engineer myself. लेकिन दिशा कैसी है देखो, गाय बैल के तबेले में स्कूल शुरू हुआ और कहाँ से कहाँ पहुँच गया यहाँ आज आपको कोई दो शब्द बोलने की प्रयास कर रहा हूँ। आप जहाँ पर आए हो जरा गौर से देख लो कि वो ग्रेट फिल्म मेकर, प्रोड्यूसर, डायरेक्टर राज कपूर को मैंने देखा नहीं, मेरा कोई उनका नाता भी नहीं, लेकिन राज कपूर की ये ज़मीन, ये सारा माहौल उन्होंने बना के रखा है। And you will not believe, friends, that in his will, before he passed away, he has written a will कि ये जो सारी ज़मीन है, ये सारा एरिया है, ये बस education, innovation and maybe research in the field of what the mankind stands for. ये दिशा लिख के रखा है भाई, और नीचे साइन है सारे फैमिली मेंबर के, और उसने बनाया कि ये किसी कमर्शियल पर्पस के लिए नहीं, 5 स्टार होटल खोलने के लिए नहीं, या कोई व्यापार के लिए नहीं, कोई शराब की दुकान बनाने के लिए नहीं, ये बस एजुकेशन के लिए बना, और ऐसे आदमी को दे दो। Maybe, friends, that you must have seen the world's biggest dome in the known human history. मुझे ऐसे नहीं लगता कि वो मैंने किया है. I am not the maker, but fortunately, having a vision and understanding, मैं वैसे आर्किटेक्ट भी नहीं हूँ, लेकिन ये जो बना, उसको जो दिशा मिली है, वो विजन कहाँ से आती है भाई? तुम्हारे माँ बाप के आशीर्वाद से आती है, हमारे माँ बाप के आशीर्वाद से आती है। मैं मेरा खुद का स्वयं का एक्सपीरियंस थोड़े में बताने का प्रयास कर रहा हूँ, इसलिए कि विथ अ ग्रेट होप एंड एक्सपेक्टेशन, योर मदर एंड फादर, द फैमिलीज, सम ऑफ देम मे बी रिच और वट एवर फैमिलीज यू बिलोंग टू, बट विद अ ग्रेट होप एंड एक्सपेक्टेशन आपके माता पिता ने आपको यहाँ भेजा है। ध्यान में रखना, द लॉ ऑफ नेचर इज द अल्टीमेट लॉ ऑफ द यूनिवर्स इटसेल्फ। ये ईश्वर की क्या बात है भाई? संत ज्ञानेश्वर टू आइंस्टाइन ये चर्चा है। ये शब्दों का गौर से जरा ध्यान रखने का प्रयास करो, because when you will pass out from this campus with the flying colors, और जब आप वापिस जाएंगे पदवी लेके, कोई पीएचडी बनेगा, कोई और कुछ बनेगा, और मैकेनिकल, मैनेजमेंट, फार्मेसी, whatever it may be, but it's something very worthy that you should carry with. और आपके माँ बाप के दिल में ऐसा प्राइड होना चाहिए कि ये मेरी बेटी है, ये मेरा बेटा है, ये दुनिया में नाम करेगा। और खुद के घराने का जो भी फैमिली हो, लेकिन उससे ज़्यादा आप जिस भारत माता के सपूत है आप, तो भारत की पहचान तुम्हारे माँ बाप के घर की, तुम्हारे नाम के कुल की पहचान, कुलीन कन्या बोला जाता है। कुलीन कन्या, कुलीन सुपुत्र कौन बनेगा और कैसे बनेगा? This is something very important, and with a great passion and fire in the belly, I would request you, friends, discipline, decency and decorum, 3 शब्द है। Decency, decorum and discipline. Those who feel discipline is a punishment, they did not come here. मैं मंगेश को और वाइस चांसलर को रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, ये 3 बातों का ध्यान रखना। दूसरी मांग नहीं, ये तो देने के लिए हुआ है, ये लेने के लिए नहीं। कितनी फीस लिया अपने आप को मालूम है, लेकिन व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू गिव इट टू दिस सोसाइटी एंड टू दिस पीपल विथ होप एंड एक्सपेक्टेशन दे हैव कम हियर। तो अपना फर्ज क्या है, मेरा फर्ज क्या है, तुम्हारा फर्ज क्या है, तो ये सारी बातें मंगेश का फर्ज क्या है। तो मैं आपको इतनी रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि डोंट गिव द वाइस चांसलर और द मंगेश और द पीपल अराउंड मी टू टेक सम एक्शन अगेंस्ट यू। और जिनको डिसिप्लिन पनिशमेंट लगता है, मत आओ भाई यहाँ पे। तेरा हार्श शब्द है, मुझे मालूम है, ये बोलना ठीक क्या नहीं पता नहीं मुझे, लेकिन 1983 में जब ये बना तो उस टाइम से यही एक दिशा है। और प्रार्थना है कि अभी मैं यहाँ बैठा हूँ, मैं जो बोला कि मैंने सोचा कि मेरा फर्ज क्या है भाई। अभी उम्र तो हो गई 84 के करीब, वो तो समझ सकता हूँ मैं, लेकिन द न्यू जनरेशन एंड द होल वर्ल्ड इज लुकिंग टू मदर इंडिया विथ अ होप एंड एक्सपेक्टेशन। भारत की तरफ देखती है भाई दुनिया। It was 11 September 1893 when the great noble son of India, Swami Vivekananda, while addressing the Parliament of World Religions, क्या दिन होंगे, कौन से दिन होंगे वो? 11 सितंबर 1893 की बात कर रहा हूँ। बड़ा सौभाग्य की बात है कि 130 साल के बाद वहाँ जाके बोलने का मौका मुझे मिला। 130 साल के बाद। ये मेरा बड़प्पन नहीं, ये भारतीय संस्कृति, परंपरा और तत्वज्ञान की जो दिशा है, उसका योगदान है भाई। ये हमारी माता हो या हमारी बड़ी बहन हो, त्याग मूर्ति भारतीय त्याग मूर्ति प्रयाग का कराड़ का आशीर्वाद हो, ये भारतीय संस्कृति परंपरा का संदेश हो, और for which we have been sent here. And I can only assure you that this institution and this entire ये जो atmosphere है ना, ये नेचर को रिप्रेजेंट करता है। नेचर यानी आजकल फर्स्ट ईयर इंजीनियरिंग में कौन सी भी ब्रांच हो, सीखने का प्रयास करते वक्त द लॉ ऑफ मदर नेचर इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग। निसर्ग ने कुछ नियम बनाए भाई, मेरे लिए सेपरेट नहीं है या वीसी के लिए सेपरेट नहीं है, ये सबके लिए समान है। और ये जो नियम है वो एप्लीकेशन सबको सरीका होता है। बट इफ यू ब्रेक द नेचुरल लॉ फॉर योर सेल्फ, देन तकलीफ है। तो इसलिए स्वामी विवेकानंद का शब्द मैं आपको याद करके याद दिलाऊंगा। When the great noble son of India, Swami Vivekananda, spoke in 1893 की बात, कैसे दिन होंगे वो, कैसे पहुंचे होंगे विवेकानंद उस टाइम, पैसा कहाँ से लाया, क्या लाया, सब कुछ। लेकिन he is going to address the Parliament of World Religions, and the very word my friends know, teachers, most of them. But I'd like to remind to you friends, मैं जब परसों गया अमेरिका, लेकिन वहाँ जाने के बाद मैं सोचता था कि विवेकानंद जब यहाँ आए होंगे तो ये दिशा और दशा क्या हो सकती है दुनिया की। और अभी क्या है दशा, अभी क्या है दिशा दुनिया की? कोरोना वायरस हो या द chaotic सिचुएशन हो, द chaos, confusion, bloodshed, massacre, terrorism and violence, ये दिशा है भाई। बाकी तो सब कुछ सुंदर है। All the mechanisms and the IT and computer, Google God, artificial intelligence, दिशा कौन सी हो सकती है इसमें? और दुनिया को, आपको रास्ता, अपने घर को, तुम्हारे दुनिया के लोगों को गरीबी जो भी होगी उनको दिशा दिखाने का दायित्व मेरे तुम्हारे सर पर है। तो वहाँ पे जो शब्द उच्चारण किया, and he appealed to the whole world community, my sisters and brothers of America and the world, please remember you have a duty to show the pathway of harmony and peace to mankind. और सारी दुनिया को उन्होंने अपील किया, दुनिया को जब बोले कि देखो भाई, remember union of science and religion oblique spirituality alone will bring harmony and peace to mankind. ये सिद्धांत है भाई, सिद्धांत है ये। और आपको मालूम है कि उस टाइम कैसे क्लैपिंग हुआ, दुनिया खड़ी हो गई सारी, और 4 साल उन्होंने संदेश दिया। लेकिन एक ध्यान में रखना, ये शब्द के बाद 8 वॉल्यूम्स लिखे हैं उन्होंने, कभी पढ़ो। आई एम नॉट जोकिंग, यू मे रीड योर बुक्स, बट रिलीजियस बुक्स टू आर द स्पेशल बुक्स विच विल शो यू द पाथवे ऑफ हार्मनी एंड पीस एंड मैनकाइंड। और दूसरा एक शब्द उन्होंने कहा था, वो मेरा बड़ा प्यारा शब्द है, इसी के कारण मैं इस दिशा में आने का प्रयास हुआ। द वर्ड इज, remember friends, and give me a few men with the muscles of iron and nerves of steel, and I'll change the face of Mother India and the whole world. कैसी अपील है भाई, ये आपकी तरफ से, आपका भाई है, भारतीय लोगों का, मेरा तुम्हारा ये भाई है। और 1893 में उपदेश है, 1897 है आगे। ये जो संदेश है आपकी तरफ से दिया गया था, तो वही दिशा शायद आज के मेहमानों के दिल में, मन में, उनकी जो भावना थी, उसी का दर्शन हुआ। उनका जो सम्मान किया गया वो बड़ा उचित सम्मान है। एक विद्वान और ज्ञानी सत्पुरुष, ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयो ऐसा शब्द है। ये सारी बातों का सुंदर चिंतन आपके मन में रखो, and don't call them as religious books. They are not only religious, they are more scientific, logical and philosophical. ये जो डोम बना है ना, गौर से देखो कभी। For the first time in the known human history, पहली बार बना है भाई। उसको आर्किटेक्ट नहीं, प्लानर नहीं, वो बातें छोड़ो कि आई एम नॉट द मेकर, आई एम नॉट द डूअर, बट आई एम इंस्ट्रूमेंटल। उसकी थोड़ी सी जिम्मेवारी सर पे आती है। हमारे यहाँ लोग बहुत बड़े बैठे हैं, तो आई वुड अपील टू यू फ्रेंड्स, try to understand the essence and philosophy of what these world religions are and what this monumental creation which stands for. I am grateful to all of you, especially to Mangesh and the Vice Chancellor. Thank you, friends.
Dear friends, I would like to share a historic moment of pride with all of you. Under the visionary leadership and divine guidance of our revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad, Founder President, MIT World Peace University and UNESCO Chairholder, a World Peace delegation embarked on a remarkable journey to London, echoing the message of peace, harmony and human values. The delegation proudly addressed the prestigious Oxford University conference, captivating global minds with the Indian philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is one family. In the moment of immense honor and global recognition, revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad was conferred with the honorary doctorate by Brigham Young University, Salt Lake, Utah, for his unparalleled contributions to the world peace, value-based education, and spiritual science. This is not just a recognition of one man, but of Bharat's timeless wisdom and its growing impact on the global stage. So, dear friends, let us all celebrate this proud moment that places India's message of peace, wisdom, and spirituality at the heart of global dialogue. Can we please have a standing ovation for revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad, sir? And I also request the AV team to play an video on our revered professor to showcase what has been achieved. And please be a part of this wonderful visual experience and journey. Can we please have the AV please?
विश्वधर्मी विश्वनाथ की संकल्प यात्रा महाराष्ट्र के एक छोटे से गांव रामेश्वर रुई से चली विस्मय चकित करने वाली ये संकल्प यात्रा ना जाने कितनी बुलंदियों को छूती हुई ज्ञान भूमि आलंदी से होकर विद्वत नगरी काशी बनारस भारत की उत्तरी सीमा पार बसे देवभूमि बद्रीनाथ के निकट माणा गांव से निकलकर सप्त सागर पार इंग्लैंड और अमेरिका तक पहुंच गई है। इंग्लैंड के विश्व प्रसिद्ध ऑक्सफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी में आयोजित किए गए एक दिवसीय अंतर्राष्ट्रीय परिषद ने भारत और इंग्लैंड के समविचारी विद्वान वैज्ञानिक दार्शनिक शिक्षाविदों को मूल्याधिष्ठित वैश्विक शिक्षा पद्धति का अवलंबन करने की डॉक्टर विश्वनाथ कराड़ सर की संकल्पना को मूर्त रूप में लाने के लिए प्रेरित किया है। अमेरिका स्थित शिकागो में 130 वर्ष पहले स्वामी विवेकानंद ने अपने प्रेरणादायी शब्द जिस स्थान से उच्चारित किए थे उसी ऐतिहासिक फुलरटन हॉल के मंच से प्राध्यापक कराड़ सर ने उपस्थितों को संबोधित कर विज्ञान और अध्यात्म के समन्वय की स्वामी जी द्वारा की गई पहल का स्मरण करवाया। अपने जीवन काल में प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर विश्वनाथ कराड़ सर द्वारा शिक्षा विश्व शांति तथा मानव कल्याण के लिए तन मन धन समर्पित करके कार्य किया गया है। उनके इस निस्सीम सेवा भाव से प्रभावित होकर अमेरिका के उटा राज्य स्थित ब्रिघम यंग यूनिवर्सिटी द्वारा डॉक्टर ऑफ एजुकेशन एंड यूनिवर्सल लीडरशिप इस विशेष मानद डॉक्टरेट पदवी से डॉक्टर कराड़ सर को सम्मानित किया गया।
Brigham Young University periodically confers degrees on men and women whose service to the world, country, and education is of such significance as to warrant the distinction of an honorary degree. This is the highest honor within the university's authority to grant, and today an honorary degree will be conferred upon a very deserving individual. It is my privilege to represent Brigham Young University with the support of the Board of Trustees in conferring an honorary doctoral degree upon Professor Dr. Vishwashanti D. Karad.
When we think of the global citizens and the entire human race, I feel that we need to develop through the universities the mechanism like a single cell, the body and the brain, and the soul or the spirit and the mind. And what is the chemistry of mind is the main question. What is the nature of the soul itself? Friends, I don't want to elaborate much about this, but this is what the universities have to think very seriously, and the educational systems all over the world, whether it is Oxford, Cambridge, MIT, Boston, or BYU itself. And we have a duty to perform, and accordingly I can only quote one important sentence, an appeal to the Vice Chancellor and the body of trustees that we have to certainly think of the universal education system. And when I say universal education, you may say that every nation has a geography, history, its culture, its traditions, but the time-tested human values are common. The law of nature is common. It is one and the same. It cannot differ for me or for you. I think you have a role to do towards your mother, the father, the family, the society, the nation, and the whole world. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, world as one family. Thank you.
लगभग 23,000 दर्शकों की उपस्थिति में संपन्न हुआ ये समारोह इस बात की पुष्टि देता है कि सच्चे मन और समर्पित भावना से किए गए कार्य की सराहना तो विश्व के किसी भी प्रदेश में होती ही है। सॉल्ट लेक सिटी के एक सुप्रसिद्ध पत्रकार और चित्रकर्मी श्री लॉयड न्यूअल द्वारा म्यूजिक एंड द स्पोकन वर्ड इस कार्यक्रम द्वारा विश्वधर्मी प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर विश्वनाथ कराड़ सर की पहचान भावभीनी शब्दों में उपस्थितों से कराई गई।
The world is a fascinating place filled with fascinating people. Every time we visit a new place or meet a new person, the world opens a bit wider for us. Every new perspective, every new insight from a new friend has the potential to enrich our lives and unify the human family just a little more. One fascinating person from a fascinating place is Professor Vishwashanti from Pune, India. He's in the United States to receive an honorary doctorate from Brigham Young University in Provo, Utah. A remarkable man, Dr. Karad loves the natural world and the people in it. He sees beauty in both diversity and unity, in both science and spirituality. Among his many accomplishments, he is the founder of the Maharashtra Institute of Technology, World Peace University in Pune. Dr. Karad believes that education has the power to improve every life. He sees no conflict between science and spirituality, as together they lead us to God. As we learn more about both, our perspective, our lives, and the whole world can change for the better. The lifelong education of the mind and spirit can help each one of us build a more peaceful world. It was Dr. Karad's vision and deep desire for peace and interfaith cooperation that led to the creation of the World Peace Dome, which is prominently featured at World Peace University. Within and surrounding this impressive structure are over 50 statues of leaders of religion, philosophy, and science from many cultures and traditions. The World Peace Dome is a place of interfaith understanding and dialogue, of peace and harmony. It's a place to contemplate peace and love for all people. It is a monument to the Sanskrit philosophy Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means the world is one family. Maybe that's part of the secret to achieving world peace. It begins simply as we get to know each other, as we learn about one another, and as we truly see all people in this wonderful world, not just as friends and neighbors, but as God's children, our brothers and sisters, members of one family. से अधिक कलाकारों से बने एक सुरीले वाद्य वृंद द्वारा प्राध्यापक कराड़ सर को एक सांगीतिक मानवंदना दी गई, जो कि अपने आप में एक ऐतिहासिक घटना थी। अत्यंत साफ सुथरा चरित्र, विजिगीषु वृत्ति और समर्पित सेवा भाव, इस त्रिवेणी संगम से बनी विश्वधर्मी विश्वनाथ की जीवन यात्रा सभी के लिए आदर्शवत है। आइए विश्वधर्मी प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर विश्वनाथ दा कराड़ सर का सादर अभिनंदन करते हुए उन्हें भविष्य में
और अधिक मानव कल्याण के कार्यों के लिए शुभकामनाएं देते हैं।
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable guidance and inspiration in the field of world peace. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge round of applause to Honorable Revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad, sir. Thank you. And now, I request our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Mohit Dubey, to propose a vote of thanks.
थैंक यू। नमस्कार। मंचासी नाच के इस आयोजन के मुख्य अतिथि माननीय डॉक्टर अभय करंदीकर सर, इस विश्वविद्यालय के रचयिता, मायर्स ग्रुप के रचयिता आदरणीय विश्वधर्मी प्रोफेसर विश्वनाथ कराड सर, डॉक्टर मंगेश कराड सर, सुनीता कराड मैडम, विनायक घासियस जी, ऑनरेबल वाइस चांसलर डॉक्टर राजेश एस, my colleague, Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Pujari, Registrar, Dr. Mahesh and other deans, faculties, HODs, dear friends and parents. सबसे पहले मैं सर आपका धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा कि आपने अपने बिजी शेड्यूल में से इस विश्वविद्यालय के इस बच्चों के विद्या आरंभ के लिए समय निकाला और आपके प्रेजेंस से मैं समझता हूँ कि इनका जो विद्या का आरंभ हुआ है वो बहुत ही प्रचंड हुआ है। तो मैं चाहूँगा कि इस प्रचंड शुरुआत के लिए, आपकी प्रेजेंस के लिए एक बार आप सभी हार्दिक स्वागत के लिए तालियां बजा करके स्वागत कीजिए। मैं सर आपका धन्यवाद इसलिए भी करना चाहूँगा क्योंकि आपने इस देश की अनुसंधान, नवाचार और उद्यमिता को दशा और दिशा दोनों को जो बदलने का काम किया है, इस रिसर्च, इनोवेशन, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप को जो एक किताबों में शब्द हुआ करते थे, आम लोगों की बोलचाल की भाषा में जो तब्दील करने का काम किया है, उसके लिए मैं तहे दिल से आपका, हृदय की गहराइयों से आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा, स्वागत करना चाहूँगा। जब फॉरेन में मैं फ्रेंड्स से बात करता था तो लोग कहते थे कि हमारे यहाँ रिसर्च की जो फुल टाइम एजेंसीज होती हैं, जब मैंने सर देखा कि आपने एक लीडरशिप लेकर के अनुसंधान नेशनल रिसर्च फाउंडेशन की स्थापना की, तो वह हम सभी लोगों के लिए बहुत बड़े गर्व की बात थी। इस देश को एक नई रिसर्च एजेंसी का आइडिया दे करके, उसको क्रिएट करके और उसको क्रियान्वित करके जो आपने एक नया स्तंभ, नया मानक स्थापित किया है, उसके लिए भी मैं आपका धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा। As a founding CEO of the ANRF, he has established a milestone in this country, in the journey of research, innovation and entrepreneurship of this country. सर मैं आपका इसलिए भी धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा क्योंकि आपने जैसा बताया अभी कि इस देश में एथिकल वेल्थ जनरेशन की भाषा को भी आम जन के बीच में पहुंचाने का जो काम किया है अपने वेरियस इनिशिएटिव्स के थ्रू, मैं समझता हूं कि वह आगे आने वाली जनरेशन के लिए एक बहुत ही एस्पिरेशनल चीज़ होने वाली है, जिससे कि हम सभी के बच्चे जो आकर के कॉलेजेस में पहले जब पूछते थे कि हमारा प्लेसमेंट कहाँ होगा, अब मेरे को बड़ा अच्छा लगता है जब आके पूछते हैं कि सर मेरे ये प्रोजेक्ट है, मेरा ये आइडिया है, इसके लिए फंडिंग कहाँ से मिलेगी। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि ये जो चेंज आया है माइंडसेट में, उसके लिए आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद है। इस विश्वविद्यालय में सर जैसा कि डॉक्टर मंगेश कराड सर ने बताया कि टिंकरिंग के लिए वी स्टार्ट विथ 50,000 रुपीज़ काइंड ऑफ अ ग्रांट टू एस्टैब्लिश सम ऑफ दोज टिंकरिंग आइडियाज़। To support their pre-incubation, we multiplied by 10x, which is up to 5 lakhs. For the incubation, we another do the 10x of up to 50 lakhs through your initiative called Startup India Seed Fund Schemes. So I think these various interventions in this ecosystem of higher education, I'm very indebted to all your contributions that you have created to support not just public institutions, but a very, very highly aspirational value to these youngsters in these private institutions that they can dream big and big like how. I think going forward, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to our own Vishwadharmi, Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir, जिन्होंने हमको स्वामी विवेकानंद के मूल्यों के बारे में दिखाया, मूल्यों के बारे में समझाया और जीवंत उदाहरण के जैसे समझाया। और हम सभी को एक कल्पना ये होती थी कि एक गुंबद जो है वर्ल्ड की लार्जेस्ट स्पिरिचुअली ओरिएंटेड साइंटिफिक लेबोरेटरी जिसके रचयिता है वह सर, उसके लिए आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हम सभी को उसके बारे में अवगत कराने के लिए। लोग आजकल सर बात करते हैं इनोवेशन एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की। मैं एग्जांपल सर आप ही का लेता हूं कि 1983 में एक शिक्षक जब छोटे से एक लेख से शुरू करता है और इतना बड़ा कारवां खड़ा कर देता है, उस समय के बीजारोपण से लेकर के आज ये जो वटवृक्ष का रूप लिया है मायर्स ग्रुप ऑफ इंस्टीट्यूशंस ने, मैं उसके लिए सर आपका धन्यवाद करता हूं कि ये सभी हम लोगों के लिए आपका इंस्पिरेशनल वैल्यू है। मैं धन्यवाद प्रस्ताव पारित करना चाहूंगा हमारे probably the most youngest person on this campus and the most dynamic, the most passionate। 24 घंटे में से मेरे ख्याल से 25 घंटे वो इंसान काम करता है, हमारे प्रिय बापू सर डॉक्टर मंगेश कराट सर, जो लकी अबे सर हम लोग एक बात करते हैं कि हायर एजुकेशन में 3 N की बात होती है, NEP, NAC और NIRF। तीनों N की चैंपियनशिप की अगर एक क्रिएट किया जाए तो मैं समझता हूं कि मंगेश कराट सर तीनों के हमारे सूत्रधार भी हैं और लीडर भी हैं कि उनकी लीडरशिप के अंडर में तीनों N को ये यूनिवर्सिटी, अभी जैसा आपने पता लगा कि NAC A ग्रेड मिला है, टॉप 50 NRF इनोवेशन में इस विश्वविद्यालय को स्थान मिला है, तो मैं समझता हूं कि ABCID इस महाराष्ट्र में सबसे ज़्यादा हम लोग के बच्चों का एनरोलमेंट हुआ है। तो ये तीनों N को लीड करने वाले सबसे यशस्वी हम सभी के प्रेरणा स्रोत डॉक्टर मंगेश कराट सर, आपका भी मैं धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा। मैं धन्यवाद आप पेरेंट्स का भी करना चाहूँगा कि जिन्होंने इस विश्वविद्यालय में अपना कॉन्फिडेंस जताया है, इस बात को देखते हुए कि ये जो बच्चे हैं ये सभी अगले 3 साल 4 साल 5 साल विभिन्न कोर्सेज में जब यहाँ पर अपने अपने विद्या का आरंभ करने जा रहे हैं, तो जब इनकी दीक्षा का अंत होगा, जब दीक्षांत समारोह में वापस आप लोग आएंगे, तो मैं समझता हूं कि यहाँ से जो आपके बच्चे होंगे वो ना सिर्फ MIT ADT के ब्रांड एम्बेसडर बनेंगे बल्कि एक बहुत ही अच्छा कैरेक्टर बना करके जाएंगे। दिस इंस्टीट्यूशन इज डे इन डे आउट working to build the characters of the younger generation, which will create the wealth generation opportunity, which will solve the most complex problems of the world. But more importantly, I think they all will be very proud of not just this institution, but overall as a country. And I am very sure आप सभी लोगों को इस विश्वविद्यालय पर भी गर्व होगा जब आप डिग्री के समय में आएंगे कि आपका ये सही चुनाव था कि आप इस विश्वविद्यालय के विद्या आरंभ में खुद यहाँ पर उपस्थित थे। तो मैं आप सभी लोगों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा। जो इस जर्नी को करने वाले हैं, पूरा आपके साथ में कदम से कदम मिला करके इस विश्वविद्यालय के बहुत ही मेहनती शिक्षक और शिक्षणेतर कर्मचारी, मैं उन सभी का धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा क्योंकि ये जर्नी इन बच्चों की आपके साथ चलने वाली और आपके साथ पूरी होगी। मैं इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ आप सभी का पुनः बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूँ। मैं सर आपका फिर से धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूँ कि सर आप आए दिल्ली से अपना विशेष समय निकाल करके इन बच्चों को अपना आशीर्वाद देने के लिए। इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ मैं बहुत स्वागत आपका करता हूँ और अपनी वाणी को धन्यवाद विराम देता हूँ। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir, for your warm vote of thanks. And now we will proceed towards the national anthem to conclude this inaugural ceremony. I request everyone, please rise in your seat in the honor of the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा, तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तव जय गाथा, जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Thank you very much. I request all the dignitaries to join with us for the group photograph, and I request